In President Trump's boundless effort to be the most annoying shit poster on Twitter, he went ahead and tweeted this photo, or this video, of him one time in the WWE wrestling, and look, oh my gosh, he's beating up CNN. Ha! He hates the media. Are we surprised by this? No. Is it weird that he tweeted it? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Evidently, CNN's K-File, aka Andrew Kaczynski, went after, quote-unquote, the man who created this GIF. And, which I think is a little bit strange. I think that out of all the story that you could be talking about, going after the guy and trying to figure out what he was thinking during that is weird. That's just my personal opinion. It's a little bizarre. But what really has the internet, like, just ignited with fervor is this passage from Andrew Kaczynski's article. CNN is not publishing Han Asshole Solo's name because he is a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of apology, showed his remorse by saying he has taken down all of his offending posts, and because he said he is not going to repeat this ugly behavior on social media again. CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change. So yeah, digging into this guy's past, it's been uncovered that he made some way less than favorable remarks all over Reddit. Okay, like, okay, I'm not into that, but okay. Having read this, the general public's gonna see that and be like, what? What, girl? Like, he can't make memes or else you're gonna dox him? Like, that's what the people are interpreting. Even Kaczynski himself comes back with this tweet by saying this line is being misinterpreted. It was intended only to mean we made no agreement with the man about his identity. Okay, I kind of understand that, but why not say that? That just, to me, the way that this was all written is just kind of poor writing on his part, unfortunately. His message obviously has not been brought forward. And that's why people are kind of retaliating by creating their own CNN getting punched memes. Oh, I'm just so happy that I love shitposting, I just love it. I've been working in newsrooms for about 9 years now, and I know the hatred and the anger, that ire that people have towards the news media. I get it. I think a big issue that people are taking is they don't like to see backtracking happening all the time. They don't like to see people saying, no, it's your fault for misinterpreting what I said, because I am the news industry and what I say goes. News is not opinion. News is presenting what's going on. And in order to stay on top, you have to get the most amount of likes, you have to get the most amount of shares, you have to get the most amount of viewers. And in order to do that, sometimes news will go with things, what they know that their audience is gonna fucking turn on. There's also sensationalization that happens. Daily Mail is a perfect example of this. The headlines on Daily Mail are just splattered with, oh my god, you're not gonna believe this, and then you click on it, it's like, oh, that's nothing, okay, whatever. When I was a writer at Fox & Friends, we called it the holy shit factor. Granted, I was just a writer, I had no control over what stories were going out, but we wanted our audience to be eating breakfast, because it's a morning show, eating breakfast, and then they hear the story you wrote and they go, what? Holy shit! What? I must turn that up and watch it! But I wasn't creating news. I am not a reporter. Andrew Kaczynski is a reporter. He's the one who kind of has a say over what he chooses to cover. I want to make that clear. Nobody created news. It was just kind of sweetening the deal to make sure that you caught the viewer's attention. Reporters and writers in the newsroom in this day and age have a huge responsibility on their shoulders in order to inform correctly and making sure that whatever point that they are making gets across in a manner that can be, you know, interpreted by the Joe Six-Pack schmo of anything. News these days seems to be kind of centered on panel discussions and opinions of pundits, which does get boring after a while and may not be the best barometer for which way your station leans, I guess. People's perception of news these days is actually really disheartening to see, because I know some of the most honest, hardworking people I've ever met in my entire life are still in newsrooms right now and writing the news right now. At any given moment of the day, someone is writing the news. What is being chosen to cover is a little strange to me, because I think the media as a whole is kind of nitpicking in a way and giving attention to things that maybe don't need a block first story you see all day. Maybe it doesn't need that kind of attention. It does pain me to see people speak so ill of the media because I love this industry. I never took a journalism class in my life, but I fell into it and I found a great niche here. If I could give a piece of advice to you non-news dorks, I would say pay attention to the entirety of the story. Don't be jumping the gun like some people like to do. Mike Chernovich, Mark Dice, God. Listen to what kind of spin people are putting on things, because there's always going to be a spin. Even on the no spin zone, there was a spin. Jumping the gun with news stories like this will make you the headline. And in some cases, you don't want to be the headline. You know what I mean? My advice going forward with news in general is to pay attention to everything. And see how each station, I guess, is covering things. Pay attention to what's being sensationalized and what is actually the meat of a story. If you see a common thread between all of these stations, then that's probably the closest you're gonna get to what is actually going on. And here's some unsolicited advice to my newsroom brethren. Just tell the fucking story. Just tell the story. Just tell a lovely story and watch your writing. Because honestly, it is a big responsibility out there. Like, one little mess up and this happens. My goodness. I'd love to talk about journalism more and what I've learned in the past 9 years in the newsroom, and I'm willing to talk about it, because what else am I doing? So if you could, please follow me on Twitter. That's the best place to reach me right now. You can also follow me on Snapchat. I'm going to be just snapping my sordid life. It's not sorted. I don't do anything. Oh my gosh. I thank you for listening to me, and I hope that going forward we can really kind of start to hammer out how to tell stories a bit better and how to present news better and get people's attention back onto information versus just sole opinions and what's gonna click and get the best ratings. I'm done with it. Just tell me a fucking story. Alright, thank you for watching, and take care, bitches.